clear wide receiver 3 for San Francisco is a crazy statement.
That's a crazy.
Yeah, maybe
That
that's-
was crazy.
He's assuming Debo gets hurt.
Ayuk
Ayuk's not there.
Their plane crashed.
Ricky Pearsall still
He
hurt.
was taking the bus.
He walked.
Good evening, degenerates, and welcome back to another episode of DGen Hours.
DGen Hours.
I knew you were going to do that, so I paused. That
Love
felt
the
so
pause.
good.
No, that's pretty good.
That felt so
Yeah,
sharp
that
timing.
was
He's starting to understand it.
He does it every time.
You're getting a feel now.
I'm starting to get a feel. I'm starting to get a feel.
It's been a year.
We're a year in.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
been
a
a
year
year.
into the podcast.
You know his
so
swing. You've
might
seen
as
his
well
swing.
do it. I've seen his swing. I know your swing. It's NFL season.
Huh?
This is the last preseason NFL week we have.
Oh, love it.
This time next week, we will be making bets for the Thursday night game.
All in.
And
That's
everything. Yeah, so
electric.
we are absolutely dialed. And the hottest topic right now is around the rookies
Oh, yeah.
in the NFL. Everyone's
Crazy.
talking about all these rookie quarterbacks that are starting, the rookie receivers getting hype, running back, everything, defensive ends, starters, bench players, all, top to bottom. So quickly, it's not going to be a long one. I just want to talk rookies.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to dive into how
love
much Mike
rookies.
loves Caleb Williams, although I have a feeling he'll mention him a couple times. But I want to start out with
once.
who do we think is going to be the best rookie? You can name one, you can name two, you can name three, but just rookies that you think are not going to underperform and actually will live up to the hype. Mario, I'm starting with you over there. I know you got your LSU boys in the league now. A lot came from that team.
Yeah.
Is it just you love these LSU guys, or are you kind of branching out a little bit?
Yeah, pretty much I just love these LSU guys.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Obsess most with Jaden Daniels.
Mm.
I know it's only
He's in such
preseason
a
games,
tough place though.
but he's looked so good.
He does look really good.
Like he looks like he's not getting rushed, which is like what you see sometimes with these rookie quarterbacks. Their internal clock speeds up a little bit, but he's so poised. He just like smoothly just kind of moves out the pocket, rolls out.
Hey, that second overall pick at quarterback worked out pretty well last year, too.
So I don't know.
TJ.
But yeah, no, I like him the most, and I think probably I would go with Brian Thomas. Has a higher ceiling in terms of impact this year. I just don't think. I think the Giants are a disaster.
With
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think
Black hole.
him production wise will be like okay for
Yeah.
given the situation, but I think Brian Thomas can have like an impact on like actually elevating the team to like win
Yeah,
some
sure.
games.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
I like that. Mike, where are you looking?
Wow, that was an interesting take because I actually wrote down Neighbors, and the only reason why I wrote down Neighbors as part of it was because I think since he is the only piece on such a disaster of a team, he'll get all of the attention when
Like
things
what
go
Saquon
well.
did.
Yeah,
Probably.
exactly.
They
And
still had
so,
other pieces though when Saquon was good. You know, like they still had Odell. And,
I mean, that was 1 year.
yeah, that was the last time they were good.
All right, good point. Fair point. But in general, I think the actual best rookie is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. For actually somewhat similar idea as my take with Neighbors, he is the only wide receiver in that entire. Come on. Who else are you going to give it to? I mean, you could talk about Trey McBride if we're going to talk about guys.
He's
catching
not a
balls,
receiver,
but-
that's a tight end.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So
He's nice,
I think
though.
a lot of attention is going to be going to Marvin Harrison Jr. I think the Cardinals can also do a pretty decent year in general. So, yeah, Marvin Harrison is my pick for the best overall rookie.
I like Marvin Harrison Jr. And I kind of went with the same thought process going receivers here. Like, I like the quarterbacks that got drafted. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
wanted to
an
go
uphill
JJ
battle.
McCarthy, but RIP.
Yeah.
So sad.
You would
That's
never.
actually
You would
sad.
never.
Yeah, no, I would never.
sucks.
That sucks.
But I have two receivers here I think are going to be the most impactful. Number one, and I think this is pretty solid number one, is going to be Brian Thomas. And that's why I wore the jersey, Jacksonville jersey, today. He is the wide receiver one on the team, game one, as a rookie. They don't have
You
a
think
true...
so over Kirk?
That's crazy.
But no, Kirk isn't...
He's a
you know,
slot guy. I know
He's a slot
not
guy.
an X,
Dude, it
yeah.
kind of feels the same as Gabe Davis. Like, Gabe Davis is a bona fide great wide receiver, too. Like, the other option on the other side, he's never running the primary routes. Christian Kirk is a slot guy. Evan Ingram's across the middle. Like, they have weapons he's going to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
But who is the receiver that's going to be starting in the one role for Jacksonville is Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
They went and drafted him in the first round. This is what Trevor Lawrence needs. This is what he needed at Clemson. This is what he has not had yet at Jacksonville. So he tried to turn Evan Ingram into it last year.
Yeah.
Having Evan Ingram season of his life. Brian Thomas is a super talented receiver, and we've seen the impact they can have rookie year. So I am obsessed with Brian Thomas for this upcoming season. I think he gets a lot of the volume. And the other one, very similar thought process, is Lad McConkey. So
Lad.
You
Lad.
are
You love
obsessed.
Lad.
You love
I
Lad.
love
It's
the
Georgia
obsessed.
boy, you know?
Yeah.
I loved Lad
I love
coming
Georgia
into
boy.
the league, and there is not a better situation for him to just go crazy
And the
than
Chargers.
yes, 100%. No other team in the league could he have gone to and been the clear one option. Like he is going to get, in my opinion, the majority of the targets on this team. I don't think any player on that team will get more
You
passes.
love
thrown to
sleeping
them.
on Joshua Palmer.
I know.
No, like Josh Palmer exists, he's fine, but no one's gonna like trick themselves into thinking he's the talent of a first round receiver. They got Lad McConkey in the first round, end of the first round. So I mean, they're going to use him. Harbaugh watched him play pretty extensively for what 3-4 years in college, and got him for a reason. So I think they got an offensive line, they got their wide receiver one. He's not the same as Hunter Renfrow, because Hunter Renfrow was never like the one option, but he's bigger and he's faster than Renfrow, and he runs very similar routes. It's very crisp. Herbert's going to throw for 4,500 yards at least if he stays healthy. And someone on that team's got to get it. You can love Josh Palmer, give him his 1,200 yards. McConkey's still getting over 1,000. So I love those two receivers as the primaries on the team.
That'll be a hammer bet for sure. This is easy. Never going to go off course here. It's Caleb Williams.
Whoa.
I just think, he's unbelievable. Everything he's doing in the preseason, I just don't think, like Jaden Daniels, I don't see a miss in step from college.
Yeah.
It just feels fluid for them. And I just personally like Caleb over Jaden Daniels. I think
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels would be great. But Caleb Williams, I think,
But
is gonna,
Caleb's looking nice.
no,
he
yeah.
looked
I think
pretty
he's
good.
gonna.
He was
I think Caleb Williams is gonna outperform people's thoughts, which is actually even crazier. I think he's gonna be better than what I thought, and he's actually just gonna be by far the best rookie. And also, he's in my opinion, the best position to be shown that. It's like kind of where you bet like college football players to win the Heisman when they're on the best teams.
Yeah.
Like he's literally on the best team out of all those teams we just named. Like every
For-
single one of
for
those
rookies,
teams
yeah.
for rookies, in my opinion. Like it depends. Like Jacksonville's alright,
yeah,
but
I was gonna say,
but it's a wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a
For
quarterback.
quarterbacks, yes.
Like I just think this is a perfect situation. I think Caleb murders this year.
Yeah, all right. So not the hottest of takes, but I know for the panel, it's kind of contrarian because
Yeah.
not a lot of us are huge Caleb Williams
I
guys.
hate him.
Who's a sleeper that people aren't talking about right now?
Me and Ryan
that
got the same guy.
you think is going to pop off? I'd be surprised. I mean, there's a
this would
million.
be sharp.
There's a million
No, we have
players
the same
got
guy.
drafted.
This
All
would
right,
be sharp.
let's
Is he
see.
QB?
No.
no.
That would have been really sharp though. But this is a wide receiver, and he plays for the Cincinnati Bengals.
No
Oh.
way.
Jermaine Burton.
Jermaine Burton.
I mean, it's got to be sharp.
Damn.
Got to be sharp.
I
mean,
don't know what the odds of picking the same third round wide receiver.
No,
are.
it's literally absurd. All I know is Jermaine Burton. I personally was screaming to everyone on this pod every last year that he was the wide receiver one, and Isaiah Bond wasn't that good. I still think that to this day, and I think Burton is going to fill that Tyler Boyd spot
Dang.
perfectly. And if T. Higgins, you don't want to be, if it feels as if he might not want to be on the team or like not have that connection, Joe Burrow might be throwing in a little Jermaine Burton, a little extra throws at him. So loving that sleeper pick.
Wow. Well, I thought I was going to be the only one.
The
to
super
pick that.
snipe.
Good
I mean,
pick.
you just gotta
good
be
pick,
sniping,
Good
you know what I
pick.
mean?
Yeah. No, I have Jermaine Burton too. I'm bummed. I thought I was going to be the only one to talk about him. But yeah, I agree completely. He was a beast at Bama. Jalen Milroe wasn't fantastic throwing the ball last year, but he still put up good stats. And the wide receivers, pretty much all the wide receivers in Cincinnati that get minutes score like they do well.
They do
Yeah,
well every time.
They do well. And he's going to be in the rotation. So obviously a super sleeper. You're not drafting him anywhere before very end of your fantasy draft.
Yeah.
If you're
14,
gonna,
15.
If you're
Pick him
going to
up.
take a
Yeah.
shot on him. But yeah, I think there's a decent chance, especially, he's definitely the wide receiver 3 on the team.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure, the wide receiver 3. And we don't know what's going to happen with T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Like, if T plays the whole season, Burton's stats probably can be fantastic. Maybe like 600, 700 receiving yards. But if for some reason T. Higgins is like, middle of the season, maybe a little injury, sits out, doesn't want to ruin anything, he's
Yeah,
gone.
Burton can
He's
pop
knows
off
he's
for
gone
3
next
weeks.
year. Burton's the wide receiver 2 on the Bengals.
Yeah.
He's going to get 1,000 receiving yards.
100%. Yeah.
And he's really good. So yeah, same thought. I can't believe that just happened. Because Mario was like the same one.
I know, I was
You had the
freaking
same
out.
one.
Yeah.
I had a very similar thinking to you.
If
Obviously,
you have
not-
Jermaine Burton, I'm
I
not.
definitely do.
This isn't a
Definitely.
freaking stage, we swear.
Definitely not. But same like mindset and reasoning why I came to this player, and his name is Jacob Cowling. He plays for the 49ers.
Jacob
He's
Cowling,
a receiver. But it's a similar idea as he is clearly the wide receiver 3. But if
Wait, what?
holy shit,
If Ayuk doesn't play.
Wait, Ayuk's playing, I thought.
yeah.
If in a world
Ricky
where
Pearsall
was
is
the
100%
first
the wide
draft-
receiver 3. He was in the first round.
He's the first round draft pick.
he was saying if Brandon Ayuk did.
That was my honorable mention. The sleeper.
Jawan Jennings too.
No, Jacob Cowing might get over Jawan Jennings.
Hey, I mean,
Arizona boys, you know what I mean?
either way, this guy, he saw he has some potential.
Will he make the team?
Yeah,
first?
will he make the 53-man roster? He's really deep
we
sleep.
find
Find
out
out
deep
after this.
I don't,
sleep,
I'm
like
not
REM
mad-
sleep.
I don't care about the sleeper pick. That sounds fine, but the clear wide receiver 3 for San Francisco is a crazy statement.
That's a crazy.
Yeah, maybe
That
that's-
was crazy.
He's assuming Debo gets hurt.
Yeah,
Ayuk doesn't
Ayuk's not
play.
there.
their plane crashed.
Ricky Pearsall still
He
hurt.
was taking the bus.
He walked.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. Maybe
I didn't even know
he's
you knew who that was.
Maybe he's not a clear wide receiver 3. But if a couple injuries happen and San Francisco is just that team where they're always going to be marching forward, right? They don't take too many steps.
They're always
backwards,
marching
so-
forward.
They're always
if he gets in a position to be on the position
on
and
the team, maybe
Position to be on the position.
well, if he's in a right position
to play the position.
to play his position,
Gotcha.
then he could be productive.
Run it back.
Wow. Mario.
How do you go off of that? I mean, what do you?
That was.
You better be picking a wide receiver 6. That's all.
He's the clear 2 option on this. Okay, Mario. Sorry, I know you gathered yourself.
We left Logic Land now.
I think
We're
he's
back.
Yeah.
a wide receiver 3 out of wide receiver 3s.
When you said that, like, if you just started with that, I would have been like, oh, dude, Ricky Pearsall, not really a sleeper, but that's fine.
Oh, that's sharp. I know what Michael looked at. You know on the ESPN's depth chart where it shows the 1, the 2, then in the 3 spot it shows like 5
Oh,
wide receivers.
so he's the
No, no,
third.
So he's the
no,
wide
no,
receiver
no.
3.
So he's like wide
on
receiver like
third-
6.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
sharp.
no.
No, that's sharp. That's sharp.
Everybody's hating. Everybody's
Go ahead,
hating.
Mario. I'm gonna look up San Fran's depth chart while you're talking.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, you look.
Give us something
No,
juicy.
you
Because
get-
we were thinking there. And
No,
I
you
kind
get-
of have a feeling we're kind of thinking a little harder
Yeah,
right now.
no. I think
You gotta think
it's
now.
like not a crazy sleeper, but I think he's just gonna exceed people's expectations, like way more than people realize. He's in a good system. I said this preseason.
His coach is great.
His
You
coach
love
is great with players, quarterback specifically, his profile and the style of quarterback he is, accurate
You don't
passer.
know yet? This is our boy all year.
It's Bo Nix.
Come on,
Oh,
baby.
my
I
dog.
love it. I love
He's-
Bo. He looks so good.
He looks so good.
My
I mean,
dog.
he's like he's incompleted like 3 passes all preseason. I mean, he's
No,
just
he
looked
looks
he
amazing.
looks
absolutely
raw.
dialed. Again, like I said, he's like a 6 foot, maybe 6'1", foot tall quarterback, accurate passer. I mean, he's just like prototype Drew Brees. Like no one thought Drew Brees would really be like that good.
Yeah.
But if you're just consistent, accurate, Sean Payton's gonna draw up an offense. Like he's gonna get this thing rolling. So
I love that.
I don't know.
Wow.
I think he has like
The
a
flip
serious.
on Bo Nix or Mario has been a beautiful time.
Oh, I
I
know.
know.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
really
pretty
hated
surprised
him,
to
and
watch.
now
I
you
love
love
it.
him.
You were on the him Auburn train with me, but
And then slowly
hopped
but
off.
surely,
Well, because
you
like
realize the value.
I knew exactly where he is. Like people had him rated like #1. I'm like, no, you guys need to come back down to earth. But then people were like, oh, after college, he's terrible. Like he can't be anything. I'm like, no, he's still good. Like,
You're just sharp.
and then
After
NFL's all coaching, dude. It's
That's
all
true.
coaching.
true.
Yeah.
And you believe in Sean Payton.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you've seen it happen. Just a quick note: Jacob Cowing is the backup for the wide receiver 3 spot. So he's wide receiver 6 on the team.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's how you see it, But it looks like wide receiver 3.
Yeah, that was.
no, I mean,
I mean,
No, he's
again,
the clear
I mean,
wide receiver.
the topic.
For
The
sure
topic was sleeper.
Yeah.
So
Michael's in
that
red.
counts. If he
Most people are sleeping.
Michael is
a lot
in
of
a
people
coma
are
right now.
asleep. Yeah, we're in coma. All right, and the last one I wanted to hit on.
Oh wait, quick sleeper,
yeah,
quick,
yeah,
just
another sleeper, go ahead.
little guy.
Just throw it in there.
In case Brees Hall gets hurt, Braylon Allen will go
Yes!
crazy.
All right. My Wisconsin boy.
I like it.
That's
I love
right,
I just had to throw
he's
that.
a freak.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
sleeper. I like
He's
how we're
also
naming
a freak.
backups. Let's start.
Wait,
naming backups.
one more sleeper. One more sleeper.
No.
Joe Milton, Tennessee. If Drake May isn't good,
Yeah.
he looked unbelievable.
Quarterback 3 on that.
Eh,
Quarterback
no,
three.
Just trust
Don't
me.
sleep on
They'll
QB3.
get through quick. No, I'm kidding. All right, enough sleepers.
This is-
Bullshit.
That's
so
where we want
This
him.
is
Let's
Right
get
at
it.
QB3.
we got to get out of this coma. This is
No, he's the
some,
clear QB1 on the team.
some
Let's
heavy
get out.
sleeping. Yeah. All right. Last one. Everyone's favorite thing to talk about.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
overrated
Let's let.
rookie.
I could
Biggest bust.
I could take this over.
I want to start with Michael.
Yeah, I'm gonna
please.
take this over. God. Well, I mean, there's it. So the pick is gonna be Caleb Williams,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just gonna get that out of the way. But
That's the big.
the thing is like similar to how Mario was talking about Bo Nix. People think he's in college, he's here, he goes to the NFL, he's here. It's like no. Walk your ass back down to earth. This guy is here, and
Rock bottom.
I mean this guy.
He's through the.
This
ground.
guy is at the part of town where when you go and speak to people, they
What
all
are you saying?
Dude, the whole point of a podcast is being
No,
able to
I agree. I
articulate
agree. I
yourself.
agree. No, I'm very good at articulating. So he's really at rock
you have to
bottom
say
here.
I'm trying to give him a chance. I'm
Dude,
really
yeah,
trying
this
to.
is go.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna win anything. I think he doesn't have the help he needs around him. I think
Wait.
even if he does have the help he needs around him, he doesn't know how to use it because he sucks and he's unintelligent and he's gonna bust.
Doesn't have
We
the
can
help
continue.
around him.
We can continue.
And he's also not
Wait,
intelligent.
quickly before we move on,
And he's gonna bust.
who doesn't have what's wrong with his roster?
Oh, I just don't like him.
Mario can't breathe.
You good, Mario?
I'm good.
You good? I'm good. All right. I'll go next.
Yeah.
Just to, like,
Please,
That's the
No,
pick.
yeah,
Anything.
yeah,
You're
he's
the
all
pick
right,
is Caleb
most
Williams.
overrated rookie, biggest bust. I promise you, this guy will get 0 passing yards this year. JJ McCarthy. So this guy.
That's a
Dude, okay.
bad
Get-
joke.
That's so.
joke.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
oh,
a bad
wow.
joke.
Too early.
No, that's way too early.
That was a bad joke.
All right, fine. The real run, and I like this guy, so this is sad for me to put.
Oh, so we have the same guy.
No, it's Romo Dunze.
Yes! Yes! Flip that train! I've
No,
been saying that for so long.
No.
Oh, I hate that guy.
He's good. He's good. But the question
Disagree.
was most overrated or biggest bust. He's taken in the top 10 picks of the draft. I think he was like 6 or 7 or
Ninth.
he was 9. Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought he was 6.
Because Neighbors was 6.
Okay, yeah, Neighbors was 6. Odunze in the top 10, made sense on the longer time horizon. Maybe maybe in year 3, if Keenan's for some reason not there. And DJ Moore, I mean, they already paid him for 4 years. Yeah, I don't know
Craziest
when
pick for
he's
me.
going to get
They're
to
just
be
gonna-
utilized like this, but
It'll be
he's
like
a
Jamar
true
Chase,
wide
DJ
receiver
Moore.
3 on a team with a lot of options, a really good tight end, and a receiving running back. Like, I don't think he's going to adjust very well. I think Caleb's going to lean pretty heavy on the really good veteran help he has around him at tight end, at running back, both receivers, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Like, there's almost no reason in my mind to throw to Roma Odunze unless it's a streak, which is probably the only routes he's going to be running. And, maybe he catches a couple touchdowns and maybe has a couple good weeks. But as far as, I was looking at, for busts, I was looking at the first round, like especially the top of the first round. JJ McCarthy actually would have been my pick, but he's hurt, so I decided to leave him in as a joke. But yeah, besides that, I mean, the only other pick up that high that's just not going to do anything this year is Roma Odunze. He will not produce anything this year, and he'll be maybe starting at the 3 spot. So, yeah, I think.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think
You
so.
sniped
I
my
disagree.
You sniped my sleeper. Or I sniped your sleeper. You just sniped my overrated player. I mean, I've been saying this before he even got picked, when he was even being talked about in the conversation of being a top 10 pick.
When you talk about the draft
Like
episodes.
I was not big on Michael Penix, and I was proven wrong throughout last year. Like, he showed out, and he made this guy unbelievable in my opinion throughout the year. I don't think this guy was doing anything special except running.
Jalen Polk was looking pretty good too.
No,
He had
but
pretty good
no,
stats.
yeah, I don't think Polk's great. I still
Yeah.
think it's Penix was
That's what I'm
unbelievable.
saying. He made these guys that weren't talked about really good.
And
receivers.
the coach DeBoer or whatever
Yeah.
was literally putting perfect. These just everything was open in my opinion. And there were deep routes that were just not, in my opinion, don't work in the NFL. The coverages are harder. It's more man. I just think that I just don't like Roma Dunze. I think this is a crazy pick as a wide receiver at 9. I think I agree. There's no for the starters. There's no room for him to exceed, and I don't think he's good. So it's like a double
Yeah.
sword. So I don't know.
No, I probably think he's a little better of a player than you think. But
yeah, that's
still,
fine. I agree.
In that system,
No,
there's
I'm
just
definitely
no
on that.
shot he's able to do anything
Really?
this year. No, you think differently?
I do. I think you're going to see a lot of teams. I mean, you would have seen this with Kansas City if Hollywood Brown didn't get hurt, but you'll see this with the Texans. I think a lot of teams are going to start running like a lot of like 3 wide receiver sets. Keenan is a lot older. He can't really play on the outside. He's phenomenal so off the release and in the slot. You have DJ Moore on the outside. You need one more guy on the outside. And the one thing I love about Roma Dunze, he did in college and he's done it in the preseason, is he makes contested catches. If you can do that, if you can catch the ball while you're getting your arm pulled or get like hit immediately and hang on to the ball, you'll have a role in the NFL. And they're finding ways to get him the ball. And
Yeah.
I think rookie receivers with rookie quarterbacks, like they always build a rapport. So I think him and Caleb with DJ and Roma Dunze, that's the future. Keenan's not going to be around too much longer. I think, if anything, DJ and Roma Dunze will learn a lot from Keenan. I think he actually will be pretty solid. I think
Well, we'll see.
he's the one that will be like a top 3 rookie receiver.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I have a rookie receiver who I think could bust, but we'll get there.
It's
We're
on
there.
you, brother.
That's there.
We're there.
Okay.
Rip it.
You're saying Xavier Worthy, and I hate you for that.
No. This is I'm actually taking a little bit of a shot. Well, first off, my one guy I think is going to be the biggest bust, and I'm not rooting for this guy's downfall, but I do think it will be Drake May because I just don't think he'll really get much starting time. Yeah. I think Jacoby Brissett will play 3/4 of the season. Drake May will come in. I don't think they want to really put him in any adverse situations. I think they want to let him like grow and develop. I think he's a little raw. He's really talented. Even if he comes in, I think you just see like a lot of potential, a lot of like unnecessary interceptions. I think if he has a good coach, they'll get cleaned up. Years to come, he'll be fine. But I think this year, for how high he was drafted, he's not really going to produce much this year.
It's also on the worst team, yeah.
Yeah, and he's in the worst situation. Another guy who I love this guy to death, but he's also in one of the worst situations. And his quarterback is looking horrible in preseason, which is alarming. And I think he's going to get all the volume, but there's a world where it just goes really south because of just the team and quarterback's bad, and it's Malik Neighbors. I think for how high he was drafted, he could have an unproductive season just because of the situation. So
yeah,
I think
we
those are
talked
two.
about that so big on wide receivers early in the draft was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we've never even seen that. So
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
hard
sense
for that to pay off. Like that's why I think Roma Dunze, truthfully, I think could have a better season than Malik Neighbors.
I'll take
no
the other side of that.
No,
Yeah,
like
bet.
Malik Neighbors is way better. I'm not saying
No, you want to bet that on the side or
no, because
Just a thought.
I'm just
That's
saying
fair.
like
That's
if
fair.
it happened, I wouldn't be shocked.
No, yeah,
No,
I just
that makes sense.
But
believe
yeah.
the other side strongly. So I was like, hey,
No,
if you want to lock in money on that,
I'm drafting Malik Neighbors in round 4 in our fantasy.
No, I feel that.
mean,
Yeah.
you know, like
That's
I'm
respect.
dying on that hill.
that's
Like,
respect.
I love it.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, NFL season.
Oh, yeah.
Right around the
Right
corner.
around the
we
corner.
are right here. We're in college football season right now, and then we get into NFL season next week. So there you have it, Mario. Before the people log off and go watch some,
You let him know.
NFL early season highlight videos, let them know what they got to do.
Yeah, go
Let 'em know.
watch some Roma Dunze highlights. Watch the tape. You know,
Oh,
let
Lord.
us know what you think. But no, seriously, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel.
Please do.
If you're a subscriber, in a week from now, we'll start doing
You're
this
going to
week.
get paid.
This
You're
week.
gonna get paid.
this week.
It's for college.
Yeah.
We got a Mortal Parlay
Oh,
for
that's
college.
right.
Yep, we're getting lit.
God, it's already here.
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing
Bang.
Mortal Log Parlay. So if you're a subscriber, you want to be part of that, you could chance to win free money.
Yep, $1,000.
Hit that notification bell so you know when we post, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you later,
Boom!
baby.
We will be seeing y'all next week.
Let them know, Mike.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All right. Bye.
We'll cut that out.